I guess honestly, I'm sad, man. Like I really am. I was rooting openly for the Cincinnati Bengals to win this Super Bowl. It was a magical run. I'm really sad they lost. And I worry that this was a once in a lifetime run for Joe Burrow. I mean, I really, really want to see Joe Burrow win a Super Bowl in his career. Nobody expected them to be in the big game. And it's just a heartbreaking loss because, look, everybody knows what Cincinnati needs to do. They need to build their offensive line. They need a new right guard and they need a new right tackle. They're lacking heavily at those two positions. And I mean, I thought the defense played really well. I mean, sure, they gave up the game-winning touchdown drive, but frankly, that's to be expected. It's an offensive league. The Bengals shut down the Rams' running game. They held Cooper Kupp in check largely. He had less than 100 yards receiving. And yeah, on the final drive, he got beat by Cooper Kupp a couple times. He's the offensive player of the year in the NFL. He had an incredible year. He probably should have won MVP. I can live with your defense, Eli Apple getting beat by Cooper Kupp. Like, that's okay, fine. But I want Joe Burrow to make a play in the fourth quarter. And unfortunately, their offense could not score in the fourth quarter. It comes back to that offensive line. It's like, oh, man. We knew all year they were playing with fire, but it finally caught up to them. And I've said it before, so many things went the Bengals' way. They shut down the Rams' running game. OBJ got hurt. Stafford threw 2 interceptions. They beat Jalen Ramsey deep 2 times. T. Higgins got away with 1. The Bengals had a lot of things go well for them, go their way. And they just couldn't score in the fourth quarter. Joe Burrow got sacked 7 times. And, looking back, it's a miracle they found a way to win that game when Joe Burrow got sacked 9 times against Tennessee. I just think you can't keep asking him to make magic happen over and over and over again. Like, you're just not going to consistently win football games when you're the most sacked quarterback in the entire NFL, which he was, by the way. No quarterback got sacked more this year in the entire NFL than Joe Burrow. And no quarterback has ever gotten sacked more in a postseason than Joe Burrow. I don't think it's a Joe Burrow problem. I think it's an offensive line problem. The team just really couldn't beat a 4-man rush. When you would stunt, like, did you watch Von Miller? They're like, hey, we're going to crash Von Miller inside and run a stunt, and they had no answer. The right guard and right tackle couldn't communicate, couldn't make it work. And I love Joe Burrow, but I worry about the guy. I can't be the only person who was watching Joe Burrow on the ground, writhing, holding his knee, going, oh, no. I mean, I went into panic mode. I was like, oh, did he tear his ACL again? 2 years in a row now? Like, this guy gets hit over and over. He takes a beating. It's very clear what the Bengals need to do. They need to build their offensive line. It's not the defense's fault. I thought, all things considered, the defense played fantastic. I really was shocked and surprised at how well the Bengals defense actually played. The offensive line was the Achilles heel of this football team. And, unfortunately, the Bengals are 0-3 in Super Bowl appearances. That is not fun. And oh, man. I was really rooting for Cincinnati. I was going to wear a Skyline Chili shirt if they won. I had it all prepared. I ironed it. Like, literally during halftime, I paused it because I'm not going to miss the halftime show. I paused it and was starting to iron my shirt. I'm like, Joey B's going to win, baby! And it didn't happen. And it's tough, man. It's a tough, really, really sad loss. And I don't know, man. I hope that we see Joe Burrow in a big game like that again during his career. I don't know that that'll happen. And I just hope that Cincinnati can build him an offensive line. Because if they don't, they're playing with fire. It's just not going to consistently work. They're not going to keep getting back to Super Bowls without a better offensive line. And it's clear what they need to do. And I just hope that they take care of business and build that offensive line to help out their young, incredible star quarterback, Joe Burrow.